Now I know I promised you a review of the new Z4, and that's coming very soon, along with a review of the new X7. But this week we're going to be having the first e-motor show in Lebanon and the Middle East, and Audi are bringing the new e-tron along. So I thought, why not pass by the showroom and check it out personally before the motor show? So we're doing that today. And well, you might be asking yourself, why the hell am I sitting in the passenger side? And you're right, I have no idea. So just let's go to the other side. Subscribe. What is up, you guys? Master Car Zero here, and today we're going to be checking out the all new 2019 Audi e-tron. Now, sitting down in the new e-tron, it's a very luxurious cabin, to be honest, and very futuristic, with the kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 displays in the interior, which is really nice. You have the virtual instrument display right there with the two center displays. It's really nice to have those, one for the climate control and the other for the infotainment screen. And on the side, you have the now side mirrors, which is really nice to have. And other than that, the interior looks really good. The steering wheel is good. Now, I'll show you the steering wheel more in depth in a few, but overall the design looks really good. I really like the design styling of the new Audis. And guys, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting more pictures of the e-tron as well as other cars that I review, so make sure to follow me right there. So starting off with the steering wheel, as you can see, this is a new updated Audi steering wheel, kind of like a 4-spoke. I really like the aluminum that they use, very high quality, with the piano black on the sides. You have also aluminum paddle shifters behind that, and as typical on VW group cars, you've got this instrument display, all digital of course. It's really neat, by the way, scrolling between the menus and all of that. Now we have the e-tron charging, so it's telling you that's basically charging. Now as you can see, we have a lot of piano black in the car, which is really nice, but it gets a lot of fingerprints right here and there. So the trim all around is piano black with the two huge displays. We're going to be turning on those in a few, but you've got the e-tron badge, and this is my personal favorite. These two displays for the side mirrors, which I really like, and if we turn on the hazards, for example, you're going to have them tinging right here and right there. So that's a really nice feature. And overall, I really like the material that they use around the car. Like, that's not Alcantara, but it's really nice material, with the orange stitching that we have around the car, like on the calipers. So the e-tron isn't short of screens, that I can assure you. Starting with Audi's virtual cockpit, it's a 720p display with all the necessary info you need. Then you have two center screens which use Audi's impeccable MMI system. And finally, the two 7-inch side camera displays, which are also touch sensitive. It's overall very nicely laid out. You get below the screens a gear selector, which you engage by pulling the aluminum bar towards or away from you. Now coming on to the dual displays right here, what I realized when scrolling between the menus is that when you want to go into a specific thing, you have to put a little bit of pressure in that, and it vibrates under your finger. It's a really nice feature. But then right here I was playing around with the ambient lighting, so I'm gonna put that. This is really basic. Let's go into Caribbean, for example. You have this kind of blue ambient lighting. Now there's a lot of menus to scroll between that. To go to the settings, the display, head-up display. I don't know if you guys can actually see the head-up display. Maybe on the right there. So you can choose that. Navigation, let's see if it's configured right here in Lebanon. Okay, not yet. Now it's really fast and intuitive screen, to be honest. I didn't expect that. It's really fast, you can go to whatever you want. It's really intuitive. And I really like that. You have the e-tron avatar right there, the driving modes, and you can change the driving modes through this button right here. Now on the bottom screen you have the climate control, so this is for all your infotainment stuff right there, and right here is for your climate control, so you got a lot of settings you can go into. Now right here you have the rear view camera. There's 360 view camera right here with the rear view right here too. And as we saw previously on BMWs, now this is a really clean system, to be honest. I really like that. But you know, there's something that I wish they put in the screens is the color of the car you chose. Now I bet this is a bit hard and going to be configured for each and every car, but it's going to be nice to have your own spec right there. So there's a lot of settings you can go through, guys. It's really interesting. Now this is a big thumbs up for the Audi infotainment. I really like that. As you can see, you have people moving around and you have them on the displays. Now this is a very neat feature, to be honest. Now when this feature first came out, I wasn't really sure about it. I mean, I really like the you know, typical side mirrors that you can see, but right here it's really nice. And as I showed you previously, when you have the hazards on, we've got a man seeing the car right there, but on the hazards you have that tingling right there, and you have also warning, side warning, so you can see that. And okay, you can adjust that basically to your needs, so that's really cool. The e-tron is powered by a 95 kWh battery, capable of producing 355 horsepower and 561 Nm of torque. Now there is a boost mode available for 8 seconds, unlocking just above 400 horsepower and 664 Nm of torque, for a 0 to 100 sprint of 5.7 seconds. Audi claims the e-tron charges 80% of its battery capacity in just 30 minutes when using 150 kW fast chargers. Now you might have wondered, why are there paddle shifters in the e-tron? And here's why. They control levels of recuperation, meaning that when you engage the downshift pedal, the car uses its electric motors for deceleration, which may lead to one-pedal driving. Now instead of having an engine, you'll have a storage compartment in the front end of the e-tron, presumably better to put your cables for charging. Now I know this is a really bad angle, but just bear with me for a few seconds. Sitting in the backseat of the e-tron feels very comfortable. Again, you have this beautiful leather. I really like it with the orange stitchings. I'm gonna show you legroom. Legroom is pretty good. Now this is my seating position. 185 centimeters is pretty good. We've got, of course, the panoramic sunroof, and headroom is pretty good. Now you have this cutout in the roof, makes for very good headroom. And overall, you have also right here the ambient lighting. Now I really like the kind of polygon shaped of the door handles and everywhere in the car. I really like the design of that. And then coming on to the center, of course, you have the climate control with 2 USB ports and a 12-volt power outlet down below. Now of course, since you don't have any gearbox, no engine whatsoever, here you don't have any hump, so it's basically straight. It's very small hump, so of course you can seat 3 people at the back very nicely. It's very comfortable. And would you look at that cabin? What do you guys think of the interior of the new e-tron? Make sure to comment in the comment section below. Opening the trunk on the new e-tron, of course, automatic tailgate, and as you can see, you have a huge cargo space right here with a cargo cover. You have 2 cubby spaces right here and there, and below that you have also some storage space with your spare tire. So it's a really big trunk. Now let's close it up right here and let's check out the exterior of the new e-tron. You have this LED light bar that goes from the left to the right all around the tail bar, which is really nice, and I bet it look insane at night, especially with those lines that you have on the sides. So that's pretty impressive. And of course we have a sequential lights on the e-tron. And you have the e-tron badging right here with the 55 Quattro right here. So that's nice. Now that's not a designation for any engine, because you know that's an all-electric vehicle. So that's nice. Below that, of course, no exhaust tips whatsoever. You have this very nice trim. Below that, the aluminum kind of color. Now it's a really nice spec. The silver gives it a really good feel, to be honest. Then coming on to those massive wheels. Let's read those. How many inches are that? Okay, so it says 21 inch. That's actually insane. 21 inch wheels on your crossover, which is really cool. And I really like the choice of the calipers, the orange kind of yellow that we have in the interior. So it's a really nice mixture of colors. The really nice design of the wheels. I'm a big fan of that. And also on this e-tron, it reminds me a bit of the A4 Allroad, where you have these wheel arches, which are the different color from the body. It's kind of nice. And right here, these two bars right here also differentiating between the skirts and the body panels. So that's quite cool. The e-tron chassis is based on VW's MLB platform, the same as the Q5 and Porsche Macan. But the e-tron is all about head and taillight design, operating Audi's Matrix LED system. The shark fin inspired taillights accentuate the drama at the rear, along with the full-length LED light bar. And of course, Audi is offering sequential LEDs, as on all new models. The front headlights get an aggressive look with a teardrop at the side underlined by 4 white lines. It's quite something, the lighting system on the e-tron. And then looking at the front of the e-tron now, to be honest, it looks really menacing, especially with those lights and the kind of silver grille. Now, as you know, there's actually no grille because you don't need much cooling in this car since you don't have any engine. So there's a bit of cooling, but that's basically it. It doesn't go throughout the front grille, so it's this portion right here and that's it. And also we've got right here to let air pass through that. And of course for your auto cross control and all of that, you've got the sensor down below. So overall, it's a really nice looking SUV. Tell me in the comment section what do you think of the exterior looks of the e-tron. Now we saw the interior and it's quite impressive. It's very expensive looking inside and it's really luxurious. But my personal favorite on the e-tron are those lights right here, the side bars that you have on the front and the rear. Gives it really aggressive front. It's kind of different from the rest of the Audi bunch. So thumbs up for the new e-tron. The e-tron is Audi's first shot at the electric world, and let's say they've hit bullseye. Now of course we still have to drive the e-tron to fully assess its potential, but just from the looks, the e-tron is seriously an eye-catcher, especially with those exaggerated yet lovely LED lights. The interior is very well made, highlighted by 5 high-quality displays to play with. It's a very futuristic car, and I seriously can't wait to see these on our roads at the end of the year. So guys, that's it for today. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe and turn that notification bell. And well, till then, take care everybody. See you soon.